2021, the year of life-changing decisions. And I just wanted to encourage anyone that is in the season of making a decision. So if you're interested in seeing this video on decisions, then keep watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Moesoon. As you see from this title, we're going to be talking about decisions, and we're going to be talking about what you experience personally when you're trying to make a life-changing decision for yourself. 2020 was already turning some people's world upside down. This was a time to reflect, re-strategize, and replan their lives, especially career-wise. People are making changes career-wise as well. It's really propelling into 2021. There's a lot of people making life-changing decisions, changing careers, moving, and I just want to discuss the mindset, the rationale that goes into decision. And I just wanted to share with you guys how I rely on God to direct me on the path in which He wants me to go. I have a lot of friends and family that are making life-changing decisions this year. Some people are starting families, some people are moving families, some people are changing careers, some people are establishing businesses, and I have some life-changing decisions I want to make this year as well. And I just wanted to share a couple of things that I've noticed in the trend of conversations that I've had with my friends and family, and as well within myself. So the first thing I realized from everyone that I would say is to have a plan. And what that plan looks like is dependent on you respectively, or your household respectively. Have a plan. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 3 years? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish? I'm saying that in the context of if you're 18 and you feel like there's certain things you have to accomplish before you're 21. What are those things that you have to accomplish? What does that look like for you? You know, society has their own standard. What is your plan for your life between the years of 18 to 21? If that makes sense. I hope it does. You have to make smart decisions and you have to make smart goals. And what do I mean by smart? You know, the acronym SMART, which is S. It has to be specific to you, specific to your family, your household. It has to be measurable, something that you can measure that, okay, this is where you started from and this is where you are right now, but it's not the same position where you started for, but you're much, much closer to achieving your goal. It has to be achievable. You cannot set out to say, you know what, I am going to lose 50 pounds in a month. That is not achievable unless you just begin to just live off water and not eat at all for at least 30 days, you know, then that can be achievable. But realistically, that is not a realistic plan, okay? So this has to be something that you can achieve. And it's okay to start small. Life-changing decisions start from small steps, okay? And then they have to be realistic. It has to be realistic goals. Then it has to be time-based. You have to gauge yourself and give yourself time to achieve those goals. You have to put a time frame on it, because if we don't put a time frame on it, we become relaxed and lazy and then procrastinate and nothing is ever achieved. And then we get upset with ourselves. We get depressed. We start comparing ourselves to one another or to people that we don't even know. So I will encourage you to plan, write down SMART goals. That is what you're going to be looking at, and that is what you're going to be running after to achieve those things. Be open to your plans and your goals changing just a little bit, maneuvering into another direction that you did not even imagine. Again, I have friends that and then they realize this is not the career that they want to be in. This is not where they want to live, and they were open, even if it wasn't the place where they initially thought they would be, but they knew within themselves that they would have to move or they would have to change career, but they didn't know exactly which career path they would be going into or to which state or country they will be moving into. So be open to your plans being changed and tweaked just a little bit. Number three, I would say, is to put your plans at your forefront. Think about it, check on it, read, as you're making adjustments here or there, be motivated by your plans. Seek advice from people that maybe have taken similar actions or steps or changes in their life, and just ask them. And if these are people that you trust and you honor the advice that they will give to you, just ask them, how do they navigate this change in their life? How were they emotionally? How was the transition for them? Stepping out of this career, going to this career path, moving a family or getting married, navigating the process of, you've been single, you're hustling, you're making your own money. Now you have to join forces with someone else. Have someone that you can have these conversations with. The next point or suggestion I would say is pray about it. So I am a Christian, and I want to be sure that whatever my plans are for my life, it has to be in the perfect will of God, not the permissive will, but the perfect will of God. I sometimes feel like we as Christians tend to make decisions and changes and plans for ourselves, and we've already made it, and then along the line, maybe halfway through or at completions where there might be a little hurdle, we then give an invitation to God to come along. It's time for us to go together, when we should have invited him from the jump. So for me, like when I want to make life-changing decisions, I invite God into it, ask for his thoughts and ideas concerning it, because I don't want to be out of the will of God. I don't want to be out of his covering. God allows us, to make decisions. He gave us free will, and we're able to make decisions for ourselves. But life is so much easier and much more pleasant when we are in the perfect will of God. We can be in the permissive will. He will allow us to do certain things, and we may excel, but that would not be the best that he has for us. I believe good things are placed in our hearts. Desires for good things are placed in our heart by God, but the direction we want to take might not be the direction he wants to take us. We have to trust that process, and we have to have peace with that. In praying to God about my decision, I have to have peace with the decisions I want to make. I want to encourage you as a Christian, you meditate, you pray, make sure that you have peace within your heart before you take a big step, especially a life-changing step like changing careers or getting married or moving. So make sure that you are in God's perfect will. I think the last thing I would say is be excited. Get excited about making changes, changing career paths, starting a family, getting married, moving out of the country, moving out of state. Get excited. Change is as constant as time. As time will always be there, moving, days and seasons, months and years, so will change, and you have to be excited with change. I know, especially like for people leaving a country, going to another country. So I have a couple of friends whose spouses are coming from another country, and I always tell them that, I commend people that do that leave all that they have and join their spouse in another country. Like, you're going to another country that is very foreign to you. You don't know the lay of the land, and it's going to take time for you to understand and grasp how things work in that new land, especially as an adult. As a kid, you kind of like adapt quickly, because most of the times kids relate on the same level no matter what country you're coming from. They don't have responsibilities, they don't have to work, they just have to go to school, make friends, and that's it. But as an adult, you've already established your community from where you're coming from, your friends, your relationships, your family, and then it's not like you abandon them, but you're just leaving them and cleaving to your partner. The Bible says, leave your mother and father and join yourself to your wife. You're leaving everything that you've known, and you're stepping into a new land. And that could be a shell shock for a lot of people. And I always commend like my friends' spouses that come from another country. And I'm just like, kudos to you. That takes a lot of heart. That takes a lot of bravery, and that takes a lot of trust. Sometimes I tell my friends it's not easy for someone to just abandon everything they have known, especially as an adult, to come to another country. So be patient, be understanding, be willing. But you know, I'm excited for those people as well. But it's an exciting process. Yeah, I commend those people. So be excited about change. I know it can be nerve-wracking. Like, I'm thinking about the multiple decisions I have to make this year, and it's like nerve-wracking, but at the same time I am excited because it's going to be something fresh, it's going to be something new, and it's just going to expand my faith as well. And I'm ready for all that God has for me this year and in the year to come. So this is what I just wanted to share with you guys. Be excited, have smart goals, plan, do not be afraid, get excited, be encouraged, and that's about it. I hope you guys find this video helpful. I am glad to be back, and we'll have more videos coming up. I hope that you guys have a blessed week, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy August, everyone. Take care. Bye.